Hey guys, welcome to the first 2019 album review. This album is Deerhunter, Why Hasn't Everything Already Disappeared? Deerhunter is an American indie rock group from Atlanta. They had dropped 2 albums before they finally reached critical acclaim with their 2010 album, Halcyon Digest. The group has since released 2 other albums and have returned after almost 4 years with their latest release, Why Hasn't Everything Already Disappeared? The album begins with the lead single, Death in Midsummer, where the very talented Bradford Cox talks about his old friends. In this track he says some worked on hills, some worked in factories, or worked their lives away. He shows that the people that he's talking about are blue collar workers and they wasted their life away just working, but they were forced to. He also says there was no time to go back, saying that it's too late to do anything else. And the production starts off really soft with the guitar riff, the do 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 do. Fuck me. And as the song goes on, it becomes more hard-hitting and powerful. The next track, No One's Sleeping, has a very upbeat sound to it, but the lyrics show a very different side. The track has short verses with long instrumentals in between. The track is one of my least favourites, as the beat to me has nothing special to it, and that's shown off for over half the song. The next track, Greenpoint Gothic, is an instrumental track. The instrumental is led by synths and it's a pretty nice instrumental. The fourth track, Element, is my favourite on the album as it has an upbeat instrumental and Bradford's performance on this is A1. I love the backing. Shut up. As I was saying, I love the backing vocals on the chorus, just the elemental. My voice is terrible, but it just sounds great on the track. On the fifth track, What Happens to People, Bradford questions people in general. By saying what happened to people, they quit holding on. He may be saying that we quit on ourselves as we're killing each other and holding each other back. This is a great track and one of my favourites. The track, Détournement, is a spoken word track where Bradford Cox's voice is put into a filter where his voice is lowered. He greets every country and it seems like he's reading off a postcard or some shit. It's like he's wearing a fake smile throughout the whole track, and the track is very laid and unique. He also shouts out Australia, which is pretty cool. The track Futurism is about the fearful future. The production is very upbeat, but the lyrics are actually pretty dark. He says laughter permeates the carnage laying out in the sunlight. This means people die every day and people may ignore it or even laugh about it. I love the juxtaposition in the very happy and upbeat production, but the very dark and disturbing lyrics. The track Tarnung is the most simple, but I love it. With the dark and mellow production and Bradford Cox's and Cat Taylor Bond's voices sounding like angels, it makes for a great song. The penultimate track, Plains, is the second single released before the album. The track is pretty plain, with the poppy instrumental and lack of good songwriting. It's not something I want to hear from a Deerhunter song. The final track, Nocturn, is a track where there are vocal gaps as he tries to talk as the instrumental plays behind it. The voice eventually disappears and it ends with a long instrumental, and it's a great closer. Overall, it's a pretty good album to start the year off to. This album is a whole album of don't worry, everything's fine while everything's going batshit crazy behind them. Most of the tracks have a light instrumental with dark and layered lyrics like Death in Midsummer and What Happens to People, though it does show flaw with some of the instrumentals being too poppy like the song Plains. But as an album, it's very solid. The final score is 7 out of 10. That's it for the first album review of 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see ya.